Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the finale of The Promised Neverland. My God, this is it. This is the last episode of this season, at least the season 1 finale. Now, in the last episode, we went ahead and got a whole bunch of exposition to the amount of badassery that is about to go down in this episode. Ray wanted to set himself on fire. That had been his plan for his entire life, since he was a child, since he knew about all this mess that was going on with the demons, with the farms, with the plants, and all this stuff. He had wanted to come up as the top kid just so that he could take away that beautiful taste of a brain from a smart, gifted kid from these demons by burning himself, which it's quite a crazy way to go, I have to say. But I mean, you know what? It's badass in its own way. Anyways, the plans arise. It's been shown that over this 1.5 month segment of so-called depression, these kids have actually been planning and plotting and spreading the word about what's going on and what to do about it. Emma got a note from Norman before he died, after Norman found out about Ray's plans, when he found the oil under his bed, and it all connects and it makes sense. That's basically everything I wrote down. So I'm really just about to get into this episode. I mean, there's really nothing else to say, right? Everything's about to go down. This is the episode. We are ready. We're prepared. Let's do this. If you want to watch the full reaction along with me, link in the description down below. As always, takes you to BitChute. You can watch the whole entire episode along with me on this YouTube video here. You'll only be seeing this opening, and we'll skip straight to the ending of my reaction and analysis. I will be doing a full video, maybe even a stream, of my thoughts on everything on this anime. I'm going to be rewatching it on my own before I do that, of course. But without any further ado, let's get into the finale of The Promised Neverland. Let's do it. Oh man, here we go, the finale. Holy. All right, so wrapping up The Promised Neverland, the first series on this channel that has been completed. I must say, that was quite the anime. That's quite the short little... They told a lot in 12 episodes. I have to give it up for them. I'm going to clap it up. They told a lot for 12 episodes. My lord, that was intense. Okay, so the ending right there, leaves a lot open to interpretation. I mean, there has to be more that comes out of this, obviously, because Emma wants to go back and rescue them. I don't know if we got a confirmed death for Norman. I mean, maybe that was confirmed. I'm not sure, but I'm guessing he's dead. I mean that seems to be what they're alluding at here. Isabella, did she get snapped out of whatever brainwashing they did to her? Because now she's okay with them escaping. And if she's okay with it, maybe she's willing to let the other kids escape. Maybe she's willing to become sacrifice herself for them, maybe. I'm not sure, but I was sure in that little ending right there, Emma was going to do, she's going to push her off the cliff, or they're going to have some final battle. But Emma just said, nah, peace. Deuces, I'm gone. She was having none of that. Okay. Nice little wrap up there, I must say. I'm glad it came out to be a happy ending. The whole planning segment there, I don't know if I'd say believable, but it's definitely impressive for how these kids are able to. Well, I mean, they had 2 months to practice, so I think that level of expertise in terms of zip lining and just being able to swing the rope and latch onto the tree, I think that's pretty believable. But it's also believable that some of the kids would be scared. I mean, you know, these kids are like 5 and older. Like the youngest ones, they're gonna be like, that is a cliff. I'm gonna die if I fall. And it was nice to see. As soon as she mentioned that, the other kids were like, oh shit, she's right. Like we could die. Like we could die here. But it was also great to see Ray sort of have a change of heart. He was like, oh wow, we can save these kids. These kids actually they got something to them. Like they're not just a bunch of weak little hindrances that we won't be able to save. That was really nice to see. In the end, Emma's determination to get these kids out of there was like, I think it was a good compromise between both of their thoughts on the matter. Ray didn't think they could save anyone. Emma thought they could save everyone. Ray believed that, okay, there are some kids that can be saved, and Emma believed the same thing. She still wants to save everyone, but she also realized, like, it's not realistic to save everyone. She realized that in the end. She didn't let her emotions get the best of her. I think those 2 months really allowed her to really reflect on the fact that saving everyone would probably kill everyone. And staying there and waiting and training more would only further their more people would be shipped off. So it's like they got to leave now, and I think that's a good compromise. They got to think about how much time these younger kids have, because kids start getting shipped off when they're 6. So the kids younger than 5 probably have about a year and a half, 2 more years, until they actually have to get shipped off. So choosing a child, well, I mean, I don't even think they chose a child. Like, they just got really lucky. The fact that Phil knew what was happening and he had the mental capacity to accept being left back and hoping that they can come back and save him. So they really, really got lucky with Phil, I have to say. Phil being the kid under 4 that was able to understand and grasp the situation and be able to say, okay, we'll wait. So I think even beyond that, maybe Isabella is willing to, like, let these kids survive a little bit longer and give Emma and them more time. So I feel like this whole thing with Isabella accepting it and allowing them to escape is going to play out in season 2. I think that's all I want to say on the matter in terms of this analysis at the end of the episode. I'm going to go back through the episode and look through some shots, but I do want to do like a full video talking about The Promised Neverland, beginning to end. I don't know if I want to be a streamer or not, but I will be doing that. I'm going to watch it through one more time, the whole series, just to make sure I catch anything I didn't miss, or catch anything I did miss, not didn't miss. If there is anything that I missed that you guys think that I should know about, be sure to tell me down in the comments below. I'm willing to take any harsh criticism that you guys have, just like, hey, you idiot, you missed this part, it was so clear right here. Like, I understand, I'm trying to record and watch this, so there is going to be some stuff that I missed. So let's go back through it. So let's see, what did we have here? So we had this little convo here. This is where they got super lucky. Like, a part of me doesn't want to believe that this kid was just like, I mean, I know he heard Sister Crone talking about shipment and all this other stuff, but the fact that he was able to like just come up and say that he's okay with it, like, oh my god, I got a lot of dust on my filter here. Anyways, the fact that he was able to just come up and say, hey, I am the perfect resolution to your guys' problem here, use me. I don't know. It's gonna take me a little bit to really grasp that, but it's cool to see that these kids really have mental capacity to understand this insane situation that you wouldn't expect a kid to understand. But I mean, these kids are obviously more gifted than we would expect regular kids to be. So at the end of the day, it does make sense. So they did tease this demon army they have here that they really hadn't shown before. I mean, I thought they were just demons that just ate people. I didn't know they were organized as a legit like army. Like this is, look, they got weapons ready. That they're all in formation here. Like they all look a little bit different too, which is interesting. But these demons are absolutely terrifying, I'd have to say. And the fact that they're able to organize like this and they're just ready. And I think that is actually the most that we see from like the fact that, they have intercoms and they're all ready as soon as some kids escape. So that's cool to see. This part right here with the kids actually are afraid of going down the cliff, which was believable. Really accepting the fact that these kids are capable of handling the escape. I think this is the part where Mom sort of snaps out of it, seeing the fact that they're able to escape, something she was never able to do as a child. And she's like, wow, so escape is possible. So there is hope. There's such thing as hope. These kids, like, maybe these kids made her believe, like, okay, maybe these kids, maybe there is some hope for us to survive as a human race. She let her hair down. She was like, okay, I give in. You kids won. I lost. I'll support you. And then she came back here. We did see a bit of a flashback from her. She had a friend. Maybe Emma to Norman. This is her Norman right here. She like, maybe she was like Emma, and this is her Norman. The dude, what's his name, Leslie, he got shipped off. She was super sad. She tried to escape. Mom found her. Grandma decides to take her in to become a mom. She gets her training. She gives birth to Ray. Ray is the son of Isabella, and it was shown earlier that Ray has some insane memory where he's able to remember everything from birth, and even in her womb when she was humming to him. When was it back here? She was humming a song to him here, and then he was reciting that song, and she's like, "Wait, what? You remember that song?" And then they confirmed here. He said, "Why'd you give birth to me, Mom?" The fact that she was willing to ship off her own child just goes to show how deep these demons' conditioning is for these moms, and their training must be insane. But maybe to some extent she was able to snap out. She's like, "Don't worry, they escaped safely." So maybe, I don't know. It's weird to see that she was able to understand that Phil knew about what was going on, that she was able to confirm with him or reassure him that they escaped. But yeah, they made it out. No last minute demonic massacre, nothing like that. I was expecting something insane to happen, but no, these kids made it. I was expecting like right here, like the demons coming out of the woodworks and just like destroying them or something. But no, we got a happy ending. We semi-happy ending. They're still gonna, I'm sure in season 2, if they do a season 2, insanity is going to unfold. Anyways, that is my reaction, review, analysis of The Promised Neverland. Episode 1 to episode 12, season 1 complete. Thank you guys for everyone that stuck around throughout this whole entire series. It was fun to do. I love this anime. This anime is probably gonna be in the top 10 for me. This was amazing anime. Nice little mind games. Not everything needs to be insane fights and crazy screams and planet destruction. It can be as simple, well, not simple, but as contained as this and still have a lot of depth to it. I really like that. But I'm going to do a longer, more in-depth analysis on everything that occurred in the future. But for now, this is the end of The Promised Neverland. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you in my other reactions. Peace.